starts quivering, and they just start unloading.
Wow.
Either a problem at home, something with the dad, went to jail, or whatever it happens to be, and they just let it out.
Right.
Where they feel safe to have a nice conversation with him, and they feel a lot better after they were able to.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us here at Strive.
We're more than
today.
welcome to have you here.
Puts a smile on my face to know that we do have people out there outside of our public and other private school system working to give our kids a future. This is really good. Thank you so much for having us.
We appreciate it.
And now a Newswire L.A. Extra.
Fire Station 30 opened at 1401 South Central Avenue in 1913. In 1924, it became a segregated fire station for black firemen only. Over the next 3 decades, it became ground zero for heroes who would break down those barriers. In 1997, it became the African-American Firefighter Museum. But don't be fooled by the name.
We're not so much a firefighting museum or a museum of a historical significance in terms of the civil rights era. And when we opened in 1997, it was a beautiful facility. And to this day, we're still the only freestanding African-American Firefighter Museum in the country. We are known as the African-American Firefighter Museum and Cultural Center, we like to call it.
This museum, like most other entities, has suffered due to the weak economic climate. But resourcefulness has been key to its survival after its first decade of life.
Well, folks are facing some challenging times now, and so people aren't able to give as freely and as abundantly as they have in the past. The challenge is seeing who can help support you financially, who can assist you financially, but we keep trying, we keep knocking on doors, we keep asking, and we know that when the economy does turn around, then the dollars will start turning around as well. This is the age of collaboration to survive. Many other groups have come and supported us. CACLA was a major one. The California Artists Coalition Los Angeles was very instrumental in us doing some artwork here. National Association of Minority and Contractors painted our facility for free on the outside. That was huge.
Being resourceful with its people power keeps this museum humming along, especially after the retirement of Arnett Hartsfield, a significant change during these first 15 years.
We have a group of recently retired firefighters from the L.A. Fire Department that have been giving us people power. They've been down here volunteering their time. We really enjoy that support. Mr. Hartsfield enjoys it. I enjoy it, because it really helps us keep the doors open when we have people here that come out and support what we're doing. We've learned to use interns from UCLA. We've had UCLA interns come here and did an outstanding job in archiving our photos, our pictures, our artifacts. We have another intern that's digitizing our displays. And so that's just been a great help. So we learned about the art of volunteerism, we learned about the art of using interns, particularly working with USC students as well. We've had 2 USC interns down here, we've had UCLA interns, didn't have to worry about a fight between the Trojans and the Bruins. But we've learned that if you just ask, people will come and they'll assist. Because we're just outside of the Skid Row district of Los Angeles, we had some challenges with some break-ins. So we were getting hit almost every other day. And we went to the experts for help, the Los Angeles Police Department. And we consulted with a retired captain. That's a security consultant. We got the Special Problems Unit involved. And needless to say, those break-ins stopped. We were able to secure camera systems and do more fortification on our museum, and so we've been very fortunate in that respect.
In addition to its museum and cultural center designations, mark this as a communal gathering place, which makes it a revenue generator in its own right.
The good thing is we've grown. We allow folks to rent our facility at very negotiable rates, very reasonable rates. And if folks come to us and go, look, this is all I have in my budget, we try to work with them. And so far, that's allowed us to do what we need to do to pay our bills. It's not enough, but it's a good chunk of what we're doing. Well, you know, it's recently, there was just, a film was just made here called He's Mine, Not Yours, with some pretty much named actors and actresses here, used for fashion shows, jazz festivals. We've had a wedding here, a firefighter wedding, if you will, surprise birthday parties, 40th, 50th, 60th birthdays parties. We've had retreats here. We even dabbled in 2 bachelor auctions. That, you know, did net us a small profit. Don't think we'll do it again, but it was pretty exciting. So folks can use this for just about anything to heighten their business, their awareness, celebration-wise. As my good friend Armando Hogan says, this is a celebratory place. We've grown to look at really marketing this place as a hall to be used to bring funding in. We've also created a payroll deduction slot, so any member of the City of Los Angeles, any employee, not just firefighter, but any employee of the City of Los Angeles or the County of Los Angeles can go through the Stentorian organization, our eternal sponsor, and join the museum on a monthly basis through payroll deduction. We only ask $10 a month. So we've learned a lot from that.
A weak economy, challenges in gathering funds, and the retirement of an icon notwithstanding, big plans are still in store for the African-American Firefighter Museum.
We're shooting for a fundraising goal to raise money to bring back the old kitchen out in the back. The kitchen is now a storage room. We want to make that a commercial kitchen so caterers can come and be free to cook and have a nice kitchen to cook with. We have an old antique fire truck, ladder truck from the 1940s. Well, we have somebody working on restoring that. And our goal is to get it restored to a pristine condition so we can ride the fire chief in it during the King Parade with all of our sponsors and firefighters as well to showcase that. And then there is another part 2 of our mural project that we want to finish up around the parking lot area. So we have some projects that we're looking at doing. We're excited about them. We're very hopeful that we can get the funding to make these things happen. And that's the good about it.
After 15 years, what does Museum President Brent Burton want the public and his fellow firefighters to know?
Well, to the people of Los Angeles, we want to say, for those of you that have been here, thank you. Thank you for coming. If you would like to come back, we welcome you back with open arms. If you have some ideas for us, comments, concerns, suggestions, please let us know. So we want your continued support. Tell your friends, tell your family to come and visit us and use our facility for an event. To the firefighters, this is our history. You know, black firefighter history, African-American firefighter history is firefighting history because it was a turbulent time in the 1950s when things were not the way they are today. Today we've seen the achievements of several African-American fire chiefs, and not just in Los Angeles, but in other parts of the country. And that's because of the attitudes that have changed from firefighters of this current generation. We've seen behaviors change in firefighters of this generation. The firefighters of yesteryear, yes, there were some good men back in those days and good women back in those days that did support and understand and sympathize and help. But today we can see the fruits of the labor of people working together and getting along very well. In no means, shape, or form do we promote or preach separatism. We're promoting history. We're teaching history, we're sharing history, and African-American history is American history. So we invite you to come down, learn about this, and share it with others.
And that's your African-American Firefighter Museum and Cultural Center. As they enter their next 5 years, we'll see this facility grow and expand even beyond what you see today. Congratulations on 15 years of firefighter and American history.
Stay tuned for more news on this Westlake Signal station.